this is really, really weird.
Hello and welcome back to our channel.
Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. So you've probably noticed that it is just me sat here. And you can see Rhi just over there. She's actually doing uni work at the minute. And that is because today's video is going to be a lot different to our usual videos. And that is because we've treated ourselves to a new camera. We're a little bit excited, just a little bit. But Rhi's not really in on all like the tech stuff. Like, she's very happy we've got the camera and we can't wait to use it, but knows nothing about it.
All I know is that it'll be easier to use and it will make things look better.
Yeah, and we've been waiting a long time for this. So I think I'll just show you what it is. It is the Canon G7x Mark III. So it is the brand new one. And we did actually think for a long time what camera to get. And we did hear some bad things about this to do like the autofocus, which did put us off getting it. But Canon actually released like a statement, or they tweeted it or something, saying that basically they're gonna roll out an update at the end of this month to fix that. So we thought we'd risk it anyway and get it. We actually got it on a really good deal because someone we know actually works at a shop that sells this. I'm not gonna name it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to name it. And I actually had like a gift card which went towards it as well, so it ended up being such a good deal, so we literally couldn't say no. So I think it's about time we open it up. We've been waiting all day, so let's pop it open. So this is the fun part, opening it all up. Obviously, as with anything with tech, you get all the random bits of paper, a manual that's like thicker than a whole book. Look at that.
I bet it's not all in our language though.
No, it's just different languages of the same thing.
Oh, yeah,
it's just
right.
literally just a getting started
Surely
manual.
Not that much to know about
Well,
it.
I hope not. And we've got, that's to do with the warranty. So you do actually get a year's warranty with Canon themselves, but it doesn't cover it if it's damaged. So if I was to drop it and break the screen, I'd actually have to still pay for that. It's only if, say, like the hardware inside breaks, I believe. So it's always worth to get extra protection, which we are going to be setting up very soon. But yeah, so got one battery. So obviously it is rechargeable batteries, as with pretty much all cameras now. Charger lead. Oh, we actually get like a little strap. I didn't even know we had that. It's like a little strap that attaches it that we can put around our wrist, like we got on like our GoPro thing, like that. That's going to be quite handy because we're definitely scared about dropping it in a minute.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. And then obviously the charger. So this one, it looks like you have to charge it by taking the battery actually out of the camera, and it just slots into this, and then it's got like a little charge, not charge bit. Best bit till last, which is the camera itself, which is all nicely wrapped up in this weird paper stuff, which I've never known what it's called. Do you know what it's called?
No.
Protective paper. And are you watching this?
I feel like I need
Just
to
look at it.
Oh,
Oh my days.
it's so shiny.
Look.
I'm so shiny.
So that is the G7X. This is the G7X Mark III. And just for anyone watching, like that's into like the unboxing and reviews, whatever, it's not going to go like really in depth because I don't know enough to be able to do that. It's going to be very basic and just go over like little bits that I do know and what we kind of want to use it for. So if you want the more in-depth stuff, I'm probably not the sort of person to be watching, but let's carry on. And so I've just got everything out the packaging just so we can see it a little bit better. So again, that's like the strap, which I'm definitely gonna get that hooked up like pretty quick. And I believe by the looks of it, it just hooks onto either side, these like little metal sort of like loop things. I'm not. How do I actually put that on there?
Or not?
I guess I just have to put that
Don't
through
you
and
loop
then
it through and tie
tie
it?
it. Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's going straight through. I get Rhi to do that. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool to have that, because I thought we were gonna actually have to buy one. And then this is the charger. So like I said, you actually have to take the battery out of the camera and then pop it into this thing. Literally, it just sits in the top. It literally just sits in the bottom of that. And then you got the charge and full like icons on there, so you can see when it's charged. And that literally just plugs into there, and then it's just a standard plug. It goes straight into the wall. So I think that's sort of the accessories and like the little bits and bobs you get on the side. So I think we'll now talk a little bit about the camera. So obviously what the first things I see as like, or anyone would see as you first get the camera, so we'll start with like the screen. I believe it's like a 3-inch screen, which is same as like the Mark II. Obviously it's touch screen as well, and then you can bend it out there, like bends in different ways, but most people just flip it up like that, because obviously this is a camera for vloggers, so you want to have that so you can obviously get yourself in the shot and see what you're shooting and all that. So that's going to be amazing, because we have obviously been filming on the GoPro. You cannot see yourself at all. Like right now I've got my phone just below here, and that's how I'm seeing what it looks like. So it's a bit awkward, still works, but not as good as this. Then onto the side, you got a little button there which pops like the flash up, which is pretty cool. I actually forgot it had that, and I pressed it and it just flung up. And on the same side, what was lacking from the Mark II is on the Mark III, and that is the mic input. Now, I think that is going to be a massive selling point, because a lot of cameras of this size and sort of like spec don't have that, and it makes it really awkward to get really good sound. So we're going to look into sort of the best mics for it next. I know there's quite a few that don't actually work with it, but I'm sure I can find something that is good enough.
You just
So
reminded me to add that onto our list of things to buy for it.
no, wait, so we've actually got a list of things that we need to buy for this, like spare batteries, like a certain like case and
Tripod.
memory cards, tripod, like
So
just
we
a few
do
bits
not
like
have
that.
one.
And we've actually just added that on, because we forgot to put mic on there, which
Sorted.
is a pretty key point. Key point is quite a key item. So yeah, and then on the other side you've got this little port. So you got the micro USB and HDMI. Almost forgot what that one was. And then by the looks of it, that's like the sort of like wireless connect button. Not too sure, but that's what it looks like. And so on the top you've got like the little standard like dial, takes you all through like the different modes of the camera and that, I believe. The little like zoom in, zoom out, obviously on off switch. And I'm not sure, I believe that might be the mic, but I'm not 100% sure. And then got the little bit up there for like the Wi-Fi, because you can actually stream directly from this onto YouTube, or even just upload directly from it, which is quite a good feature for like people that get this for vlogging. So I think that's a very cool feature to have. And then going to the bottom of the camera, so you got the little like silver bit you can see there is where like you get like the tripod and things like that, which just screw into the bottom, which we do plan on getting like fairly soon. And then just a little bit there for like the battery and the SD card. And it does just take a standard SD card. A lot of cameras do take the micro SD now, but this one doesn't, which comes in handy because it doesn't come with the lead to connect this to my laptop, which is a bit strange, but also not a problem, because my laptop actually takes SD cards, like I've got an SD card reader built into it. But if you don't, you can get so many like leads like for this, or you can just get a USB like SD card reader to go into your laptop. So don't worry about that at all. Like it's so easy to get around. Obviously on the front, obviously you've got the actual lens and all that itself. And then I don't know how well it will show up, but you've got like the little like lip bit there, which is for holding. So obviously when you got this flipped up, trying to vlog, and you got that just to like sort of steady yourself so you don't drop it. I actually find it quite weird at the minute, because I usually use my right hand, but I can't do that with this now because it's on the left hand side, so I'm gonna have to get used to vlogging that way around, which is going to be so strange for me, but I think I'll get used to it pretty quick.
It's alright for me because I'm left-handed anyway.
Rhi's left-handed, so it doesn't bother her at all.
No.
And so I'm actually going to read like a few things to you guys about the camera, just so you get a bit more of an idea of what like the sort of shooting is going to be like and like the quality and whatnot. So this new one you can actually film in 4K, and unlike a lot of cameras, especially of this size, it doesn't crop it at all. It's fully no crop, like so you get the full picture in 4K, which is going to be great. I think like we don't usually use 4K on the GoPro, even though it's capable of it, just because it makes some file sizes like massive. But I'm going to have to give it a go on this just because it sounds insane. And like I mentioned before, you can connect it like straight to your like smartphone or anything and just instantly stream upload to YouTube. I don't know if you can get to like Twitch, like the streaming website or not, but I'd imagine so, but I'm not 100%. And the sort of photos you want to get with this will come out insane. It's got a 20.1 megapixel sensor, so it's a portrait, a panoramic, selfie, whatever. It's going to come out looking so crisp, like it will be amazing. Crispy, crisp and clean. So I'm actually looking forward to giving that a go for some of the photos, and I will have them up on our Instagram. So if you like follow us on that, it's just at @TheyInOurLife, and you'll be able to see those soon. And I'll put in the captions on there that it's been shot with this, just so you can sort of see what it's like. And it also has like an intelligent stabilization like system. So when you're like holding the camera up, like if you're a bit shaky, like it's going to stabilize that completely. Or if you're trying to get a certain like really still shot of something, like that should counteract any shake. Like, or if you're on like a ride, like obviously we're going to Disney next year, so so we want to try and obviously get a few like selfie like videos on the rides, so it should in theory like counteract that, which sounds really good. I haven't used it yet, but from reviews and that I've seen, it is pretty good. And we watch a lot of vlogs and people were using like the Mark II, which is good as well. So if it's better than that, it's going to be amazing. And so the maximum video resolution for this is, and I'll just double check this, it's 4K Ultra HD 3840 by 2160p at 29.97 frames per second. And I don't know much about cameras, like as in that in depth, but I'm pretty sure that is insane, especially a camera this small. I think one thing that I'm gonna have to get used to is the weight a little bit. Obviously, we're used to using the GoPro on just like this little sort of like stick with like the casing, and that is really light because that's just mainly foam. Because I think it's the one that like floats in water. And this weighs 304 grams, so it's a little bit heavy, but I think because it's so small, it's gonna be so easy to like just hold and like. And the GoPro, you have to hold so close to your face, like just to make it look close. Whereas this, we're gonna be holding like a lot further out. So I think we'll have to get used to that quite like for a little bit. But with the screen that flips up, it should be easy enough. But hopefully I don't get too bad of arm ache. Obviously if we do, I've got Rhi with me most of the time, well, like all the time apart from now.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I guess you're still there. You're still there. So we can always swap, but I don't think it's going to be much of a problem.
I'm shorter though, so my arms aren't going to be
Yeah,
as
that's
long.
true. Yeah, the only thing with that is where she is shorter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could probably just get a different angle.
That's one thing I find quite good about the GoPro, because
Yeah.
it's such a wide lens.
Yeah.
I don't struggle to film.
Yeah, it is good having the GoPro for that because you can hold it anywhere and you're almost guaranteed to be in shot.
But hopefully I'll be
But
alright with that one.
I think this will be a lot better because with the obviously shooting on the GoPro, you sometimes get that sort of like fisheye kind of look, which we've got it in like the best settings to not have that, but it's a GoPro. It's kind of just always got a little bit of it.
It's meant to.
But this will not. So that's very exciting. And so as we come to the end of the video, I'll just say if you do want to get this camera, obviously it's quite expensive. I think it is brand new, but it's about £700 mark. So it is not cheap. We didn't pay that for it because of the gift card I had and whatnot. So we were quite lucky on that front. But it does come in just all black, which personally is my favourite. Or I'll try and get a picture and put it up just at the side here. and it also comes in like the silver and black sort of grey kind of colour, which is actually just as popular, I believe. I've seen quite a few people with that one, but I think we just wanted all black.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a lot nicer.
One thing I will say is obviously it's like £700 just for that camera and its battery, whereas for the Mark II they do like a vlogger kit where all of the extras come with it. So it depends how much money you want to spend on whether you want to buy the extras separately and have a better camera, or have the slightly less good one and have it all in one.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. Because at the minute you can't get this with a vlogging kit, I believe.
No.
Whereas obviously the Mark II is a lot cheaper. I think to get it with the vlogger kit, it's like sort of £450 to £500, something like that. So if you're just starting out, or like you're not too sure, like it might be a bit better to go for that, because how like early it is for this one.
I mean, we were still gonna go for it.
Yeah, like we were still,
out.
we were still getting the Mark II, and then we sort of held out for this, and because we waited so long, we kind of felt like we almost had to get this one because of how long we'd been waiting. But it is a great choice still. Obviously, we haven't used it that much, so I can't really say much at the minute. But obviously, we've only got that. Whereas if you got the Mark II with the vlogging kit, you've already got like the tripod and like little bits to go.
We've got to get all of that.
Yeah, so like I've got like a few bits written down. So we still need a case, tripod. We're gonna get a tempered glass like protector here, because obviously we don't want to break the screen, and I wouldn't imagine it's as tough as like a phone screen. So definitely gonna get a protector for that. Extra memory cards, because obviously, especially when we go away, we're going to be filming, and videos take up a lot of room. And I actually got told today that when you get the memory card, to like make sure it films the best, takes the best photos, and then you get the best transfer speeds and blah blah blah, all that. You got to do a bit of research into the memory cards, because you can't just get the cheapest one going or the best one that's on offer. Like, you have to sort of spend quite a bit and get some like the sort of best ones to get the best out of what your camera does.
Do you want the names of the one we were recommended?
Yeah.
So our friend recommended us to get the SanDisk Extreme Plus or the Extreme Pro. I think it's the Plus, then the Pro is like the top one.
Yeah, so I think we're looking at getting the SanDisk Pro or Extreme Pro, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Haven't looked at prices totally yet, but they can get a bit expensive. But in the long run, your content's going to be better from it. So if you're vlogging or you're like a photographer, anything like that, like it's definitely worth to spend that little bit extra. So obviously you keep all that in mind. So you can either spend like 500 on the Mark II and then get those bits, and it will probably come up to about 700, which 700 will only get you this camera. Obviously we've made the right choice for us, but obviously just like make sure you make the right choice for you with that one. But I think that is about everything. Oh, and spare batteries we'll also be getting at some point.
Yeah.
It's meant to have quite a good battery life. I'm not too sure how many hours you're meant to get out of it. But obviously it will depend.
About 5 hours.
No, that was on the memory card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many hours of filming you'll get out of this, but obviously it'll depend whether you're shooting in like 1080p, 4K, or like whatever. Like obviously it'll drain it different doing that. But I think that is everything. Obviously I can't really go more in depth than that, because I just don't know enough about cameras to be able to do that. So I don't want to like just start telling you guys a load of rubbish that makes no sense, because it won't make sense to me either, so I wouldn't know if I was right or wrong. So everything I've told you I'm fairly confident with, so hopefully you can take something away from that at least, or like at least you've seen the camera.
I've learned quite a bit.
Yeah.
And not from my uni work.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think I'm going to end it there. So that has just been the unboxing and just a quick talk about the G7x Mark III, Canon's new compact, like high performance camera. If you have liked it, give it a thumbs up and smash subscribe. And let me know down below what you think of like the Mark II, Mark III. Is it worth getting? Is it not? And just your thoughts on sort of vlogging cameras. And we will see you in the next one.